Hi everyone, Andrea Renee here, guest hosting for IGN Access. I'm joined by Brandon.
Hello.
And we are here to talk about the Xbox press conference here at E3. You guys have been tweeting to us using that hashtag IGN Access. Okay, this one is from @DJ Psych, and it says, was amazing. Seriously stoked for GOW4, SOD2, DR4, and Project Scorpio.
It's quite a few acronyms.
Yes, that is a mouthful of acronyms, but a lot to unpack there. Gears of War, of course, looked awesome. Horde 3.0, Rod Ferguson on stage, and that specialty controller.
Yeah,
it looked pretty cool.
The new Elite Gears of War themed one. I loved that campaign trailer. Right, like that's what we were waiting for. That demo of the wind and the lighting. Oh my God, the lighting looks so good. That game is coming together really, really well, and I'm excited to jump back into that world. And Marcus Phoenix is back at the end of that, all grizzled and old, like rougher than he used to be, which I don't even know how that's possible. But it looks really, really great, and I'm excited to get back into it.
And Dead Rising is back. I mean, we kind of knew that.
And
It's
Frank's
leaked,
back.
but
yeah, the Xbox conference was a return of the old heroes, right?
Yeah.
And that looks amazing to me. Like Dead Rising at Christmas, why not? You're back at the mall. You had that weird catapult truck that you were driving around, the Triceratops head. That game is going to be as bananas as it always is. So that's going to be a cool one to go back into as well.
I liked the candy cane gun. Probably my favorite part of the demo.
Yeah.
So let's get to another tweet. This one is from @AlexO'Connor094. And Alex asks, Microsoft absolutely nailed it. Hashtag Recore, hashtag Scalebound, and hashtag Halo Wars 2 all look so amazing. I mean, they really brought the exclusives at this show.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen what we saw at this show. We saw a little bit at Gamescom last year. We saw some of this stuff even at E3 the year before. A lot of these exclusives have been in the works for a while. It's really great to finally see more of it. I mean, Sea of Thieves looked great. I liked what they did with the different crews. I wish we would have seen more. Like, I want to see what you do when you get out there in the ocean, and I love the fact that a ship can sink. I want to know more about that. Scalebound, again, that giant boss fight was
big crabs, look out.
It looks super cool. I'm not sure how that works or how that plays into it, but like now we have more details on the co-op that they had alluded to before. Really just going through their entire list of things that we know have been in the works for a while, and then new announcements too, like State of Decay. We knew Class 3 was coming out from Undead Labs, and that they were going to be working on a multiplayer or an MMO version of it being Class 4, and so now that's out. I was happy with everything that we saw.
All right, another question we have here is from Kyrie Chu. We Happy Few looks creepy and fun.
Yeah.
I want it. I loved this demo. I'm so glad we got to see a little bit of gameplay. The first thing I thought of was, wow, this is very reminiscent of BioShock, and I know a lot of other people were tweeting about that as well. I mean, it looks creepy, like legit creepy.
Yeah, like, so this is the one that's kind of one of the ones that's been on our radar for a while, right? This really atmospheric sort of like 70s drug-addled dystopia where everyone is sort of taking their drug to stay copacetic, if you will, So it's cool to see it. That's more of the game and more of sort of the direction I've ever seen, more of the direction they're going than I've ever seen before. So it's really, really interesting to see how that story is coming together, because from the very first trailer, it looked cool. It looked a little rough at times, and now you kind of see everything coming together. You can tell that extra time they're putting to let it simmer, to put polish on it is really coming together now.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of taking more time to get a better project. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's hard to wait, but it's worth it in the end.
And we've seen that this year, right? Like, how many of those games are coming in 2017 now? So that's means a better product next year.
So this one is from @Twitchikins, says easily Horizon 3 looks incredibly fun. Super excited that this franchise is back. It looked beautiful. This 4-player co-op that they demonstrated looked really cool.
Yeah, and one of the most beautiful racing games out there, right? Like, I think Ryan McCaffrey, who's our Xbox guy, he summed it up really well. He said Forza is like a nice summer day in game form. And that's totally right. Like, you just get in the car and you drive. And we saw that in the demo where you're on the beach, you're through the rainforest, and with your friends, you're all driving to come together and you just instantly start racing. It looks great.
Well, we love to hear from you guys. Please keep using that hashtag IGN Access. We have lots more E3 2016 coming for you here on IGN.